break down the game. Around the league we keep it tight. Diesel on the mic every night.
Mikey Diesel.
Around the league, weekend the life. Mental health minute. Unsung heroes. Ask the comics between the whistles. Call it how it is. V.V.H.L. No filter on this. Brought to you by KXKShop.com, the exclusive apparel partner of the V.V.H.L. Always use code V.V.H.L.
15 for 15% off. Now your host, co-founder, commissioner, V.V.H.L Cup champion and Hall of Famer. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome your host coming at you hot from a makeshift vocal booth in his closet. Get on your feet and welcome Mikey Diesel!
Yeah, that's right. That's me, Mikey Diesel, your commissioner of the V.V.H.L, a primarily fours league. We also dabble in sixes, player owner here, co-founder, admin, podcast host. I do it all. But I also have a ton of help with the other admins who are amazing. Shout out Caustic Dan, who's also producing this podcast, and Shauna Hugh. Yeah. It's, we're on to episode 12, I think? Might be 11. Maybe it's 11. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Maybe we'll get canceled before episode 12 comes out. I don't know. Just see how it goes. But let's get right into it and take a look at the week with Mikey Diesel. All right. So we're going to start today with my experience at my Sunday baseball. This is Sunday afternoon that I am recording this. So got home from baseball, got settled. I was very, very anxious going into this game because we had a bunch of guys that said they were going to be there. There were 3 guys that I hadn't heard from, but 2 changed their availability overnight from in to out. So I started having a panic attack thinking we were going to have to forfeit. Then I was getting mad. And I had to text the 3 guys that never answered. And these 3 guys, all 3 of them happen to be Spanish. They prefer speaking in Spanish when possible. It's tough for them because they got 12 other dudes that don't know how to speak Spanish. So they're kind of in their own separate group chat with me. I send a text. They talk to each other. And then when they show up to the field, they let me know that they're there. Well, I couldn't get an answer from any of them except for the one guy that did say he was coming, no-showed. And then, of course, the other 2 came, so that was perfect. But I'm like, guys, please, I completely respect and understand you want your own group text where it's easier for you guys to speak in your, like, primary language. I'm not discrediting that, anything like that. I'm like, but you just have to tell me if you're in and out. Please, like, it's the one thing I need. And they're like, all right, we got you. I'm like, yeah, it's really not that hard, like, please. So anyways, because all that was going on, like, it ramped me up and I got, like, all aggravated. And there is something to me in my psyche, I don't know what it is, but when I get to, like, a certain level of aggravation, I just, like, bypass everything and, like, incredibly lock in. And I went out there, I'm like, screw it, give me the ball, I'm starting this game, and I'm not coming out until someone drags me off this mound. And I went out there and shoved for 9 innings against one of the better teams in the league, arguably 2 of the best pitchers in the league. I outdueled them. We won 10-4. I actually struck those 2 guys out who happened to be the better players on the team. So it was a great day. So shout out to those 3 guys that ignored me because them rage baiting me by not answering me really sent me into super lock-in mode, and we crushed today. So it was good to get a big win. And speaking of baseball, I umpired a game on Thursday evening with this guy that's kind of like a highly touted umpire, whatever. He thinks highly of himself. He's done like state finals games and blah, blah, blah. Like, no one cares unless you're an umpire, and I'm an umpire and I don't give a shit. So whatever. The game starts. Guy's got a strike zone. He's kind of being a hardo to the coaches about being in the dugout, not coming out, this and that, whatever. And like halfway through the second inning, like the kid on the mound's like, yo, this umpire fucking sucks. And I'm like, it's like, call timeout. And I went up to him and I'm like, hey, I'm like, dude, you're the starting pitcher. Like, you can't say that. I'm like, if I can hear you at first base, he can hear you behind the plate. Second of all, you're 12 years old, so you shouldn't be swearing like that on the field. I go, and thirdly, do you think you're gonna get a close call after yelling that this guy sucks in the second inning? Like, you gotta understand the game, man. And he's like, oh, you're right, my bad. So like he comes out of the game later, and he tried to throw a kid out at second. The kid was in safe. So I called him safe, and he jogged by me. He goes, hey, Blue, kid was safe anyways. And I go, oh, was he? Because you're going to be going to sit in the parking lot and watch this game if I'm going to throw you out right now. He's like, you can't throw me out. And I didn't, but I was like, man, like that mouse unnecessary. But I let him get away with it, so he's probably going to continue it. And then I'll have to wait 20 years for him to join the V.V.H.L, and then I'll kick him out. But I mean, that was about it. I missed a call at second base. I kind of felt bad about it. And it was like a whatever play. There was a nothing score, so it really wasn't consequential. The home plate umpire missed like 3 fair balls, missed catcher's interference, missed another play. And I was like, whatever, no big deal. At the end of the game, I'm like, I missed a play at second base. I go, the kid was safe. I called him out. Probably shouldn't have. He goes, oh, you missed a play at first, too. And I went, oh, okay. Okay, I was like, I'm so sorry, man. I didn't realize that we were keeping score here. But you missed 3 foul balls. You missed a clear as day catcher's interference and a kid balking on the mound. I'm like, but if we're keeping score, yeah, I missed 1 at second and 1 at first. I'm like, but yeah, whatever, man. And I just got in my truck and left. It's like, fuck you, dude. I don't know I don't know why these guys think they're smarter than the room, man. It's so annoying. But that's enough baseball talk for a hockey podcast. Yeah, well, to break it up a little bit, my 9-year-old daughter, for those of you that don't know, she has autism. She needs help going to the bathroom and stuff like that. So I was like checking her, whatever, and I went back to bed because it was like super early in the morning. My wife's like, oh, what happened there? And I was like, oh, she was just like, I need you to check me. But then, like, I was pretending to do it, and I, like, lifted my leg. I'm like, check. And I just, like, completely, like, air farted all over my wife under the covers. And she's like, oh, my God. Get out of the bed right now. And then she just rolled over and covered her head from, like, it was either disgust or, like, unbelievable laughter. But, like, the look on my face, I was so panic-stricken because I just wasn't expecting it. It was just whatever movement, like, led to one of the worst, gaseous releases. So yeah, that was a rude awakening on Friday morning. Yeah, just following up on some stuff at work too. We got a guy that's in my shop, and he's just kind of, I don't know, man. He irritates me. Pretty fucking obnoxious, pretty arrogant. You know, we've tried to hang out and stuff like that, but it's like, it's so tough because it's just like one of those things where you're like oil and water. Like, I'm in another universe, another time zone. I don't know. Like, we could probably be best friends, but I just like, there's like these little things that I just can't get past, and he just fucking aggravates me. So he's just kind of up my ass, man, and bothering me. And he's our head steward at work, and he was trying to organize something where we meet on those steps where I told you I was making the jerk off motions and stuff, and he wasn't even there that day. So now he's trying to get us to chip in money to buy like some digital billboard truck to like drive around the college that I work at that says like they're unfair to workers and all this dumb bullshit. Just like, whatever, man, I'll do it. That's just not for me. I've been in Local 103 IBEW. I'm an electrician. I've been in the electrical union. I know what a real union looks like. This is not a real union, so I just kind of don't treat it like one. It's where I work, man. So, like, whatever. If the union does something, I'll follow it, but, like, I'm not, like, going out of my way to do it. And he's so Anyway, to get back to where I was going with that, he sends a text and he's like, hey guys, July 21st, we're going to be marching here and there. And I understand that it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it would really be nice because the Institute's spitting in our faces of the trades. They don't respect us, blah, 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 blah. So I went into work the next day and I was talking to my buddy, Matt, and I'm like, yo, you know that text was about me, right? He goes, yeah, no, I know, because he told me. That's like, all right, let's hear it. What do you got? And he goes, yeah, he said, well, you and another guy, like, skipped the last time we did a rally because we just don't give a shit and this and that. And I'm like, dude, you're a fucking bozo. I was at that thing. I was working overtime that day, so it was a no-brainer to stay for it. This year, I'm not going to stay for it, but, you know, I was there. So, like, he just always, like, paints in a brush like I'm being an asshole or something. I don't get it, but I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. I'm like, just tell him to go fuck himself. And every time he posts about something with, like, the union stuff, he's like, yeah, I'll be in tomorrow. We'll get to the bottom of it. And then he calls in sick. So it's like, why am I supposed to take you seriously, dude, when you can't even come in when you're, like, doing things? But, hey, promises made, promises kept, I suppose. I don't know. And then, dude, we're sitting at Huddle. I love how I address everyone that's listening to this as dude. That's how close this league is, you know what I mean? But, yeah, so we're sitting at our morning huddle. Our supervisors are sitting there doling out the work. It's a big oval round table. It's an oval table. The only round tables belong to Shawnee. What am I thinking? But it's a big, long oval table. We're going over work orders and stuff. And this same fucking guy goes, oh, yeah, hey, remember that night we stayed for overtime and then, like, Mike got, like, his fancy craft beer and he paid, like, $25 for a glass of it? And he goes, oh, since I'm spending $30, can I get a couple samples? And I was like, bro, our supervisor's in front of us and you just talked about how we drank on the clock, like, at a restaurant instead of doing what we're supposed to be doing. I'm like, are you fucking all right? So I said, yeah, I do remember that, dude. I absolutely remember that because it was trivia night. And you were right there with me. And he was there and he was there. And I pointed at the other guys on the table and I go, and you proceeded to just down Guinness after Guinness after Guinness and chase him with the shot of Jack every time. And you got fucking so polluted, dude, that you couldn't stand up straight. You wanted to fight every single guy that worked in there. You were the most handsome, you were the most smartest, you were the coolest guy. Any girl that was in there was gonna leave her husband to go sleep with your bum ass. Like, I was like, but yeah, dude, I had a $30 beer and asked for 2 samples, so I guess I'm the bad guy? I'm like, why are we doing this? And another guy that I work with one time's like, oh yeah, dude, it's like, he's like, it's great, dude. Like, we, like, just brought our Xboxes in and we, like, did the work during the day and then we just did nothing but play 8 hours of fucking Madden and V.V.H.L, dude. And I'm looking at my boss and the kid's like, right, Mike? And I just turned and, like, cocked my head to the side like a confused husky and I'm like, bro, no, not Mike. I go, I wasn't even there that night. He's like, yeah, you were, dude. You won the Madden tournament. I'm like, oh my fucking God. Yeah, no, you're right. I was there. I won the Madden. Yeah, I did. I won the Madden tournament on the clock instead of doing anything electrically. And it was great. Yeah, and we celebrated by going for takeout and getting beers, dude. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I have the fucking coolest boss ever. But holy shit, are these guys, like, absolutely taking advantage of him. And, like, to his face, it's fucking crazy. Like, I don't get it. Like, that's just, like, it feels disrespectful to talk to him like that about, like, things we've done in the past. And the funniest part of it all is all those things that we did were well before he got hired there. Like, a lot of stuff has changed since then and we don't really have that luxury. So it's like, bro, you're, like, just making it seem like we're the most, like, I don't know, rebellious, like, rapscallions possible, and like, and we're cool with it. But I don't know, man. I digress. It's just, it's just wild to talk about shit like that. But, you know, what are you going to do? Here's the fun one. I lost my license. It was not legally, well, legally too, I guess, because you're supposed to have it, but I didn't do anything wrong to have it taken away from me. I physically lost my license. I tried going back to the brewery that I went to. I tried going to the dispensary that I went to, and neither of them had it. I just got a brand new wallet. I transferred all my stuff into it at work on Friday. So I have a very bad feeling that I threw the thing out. And it's like, whatever, minor inconvenience, we'll figure it out. But I'm going to go see the Muse concert this coming Sunday night. And I'd really enjoy having a beer at the concert. Like, I feel like that would be a lot of fun. And there is no chance in hell I'm going to get a license back that quick. So kind of trying to figure out how the hell I'm going to pull this thing off. But we'll have to see what happens. And yeah, I just got to get that license, man. It just sucks like losing it. Now I got to deal with that. That's a whole thing. The last thing that we got around in the week of Mikey Diesel was hanging out last night in the kitchen with my wife and daughter. I cleaned the shit out of the man cave, the garage, if you will. Yeah, I got 3 garages. I got one in the Coffin Flopper server. I got one in the V.V.H.L server. And guess what, pal? I got one in my house. We're calling it the Diesel Garage. That's where I play games. Unlike Caustic, who owns 3 6-car garages, one for each color: Hummer, Corvette, Kobe Shelby Cobra, all his super fancy cars that he owns, and his driver has to just take out for oil changes every couple weeks because he's usually taking the Learjet to go skate with the Panthers. But yeah, so anyways, I was cleaning the room. I found a water bottle with like a chain in it, so you like have it around your neck. And my wife like put the chain back in the bottle, and my daughter just started cringing. And I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" She goes, "Ugh, it's the sound of that chain in the metal. Like, I can't handle metal on metal. It's ugh." And I was like, "Oh, that's funny," because I always cringe when I think of styrofoam. Like, I'm doing it now, but like I'm like going into a dry heave because the squeakiness of styrofoam is just the worst for me. Little tangent here, but I remember like going to my grandmother's house for like parties and things of that nature, and they always had this big bowl of punch. It was like a big, huge, like fancy like punch bowl, had this big, huge ladle in it, and just like 8 scoops of like sherbet multicolored ice cream. Or sherbet, because sherbet's different than ice cream. But anyways, it was sherbet in it. It was like spicy. It was like carbonated. I think like 7-Up might have been in it. Like, have you guys had that? Like, is that a thing? Or did like my family just make up some weird shit? They're like, yeah, just dump a bunch of ice cream and like soda and like milk and like seltzer water and let's see what happens. Or is that like a real thing? I don't know. People need to let me know. But I'll never forget the cups that we used were next to the coffee cups, and they were all styrofoam because it was the 80s. We were 80s kids. And I'd drink it, and then like I'd hear like the styrofoam squeak, and or like my cousins would like chew it, and like, oh my god, I'm gonna gag right now. It's oh good lord, that's gross. All right, so anyways, so then my wife's in the kitchen with us too, and she's like, yeah, well, I hate the sound of people's lips smacking and chewing and things of that nature. And I like just sat there for a second, and I go, yeah, let's just pretend that we're not all autistic in this house, because like those types of tics and stimps and stuff are raining right through with us. So I'm sure there's got to be a diagnosis there, like when we're airing our grievances about like what sound makes us want to gag. But yes, that was the week with Mikey Diesel. Now it's time to go take a look around the league.
A look around the league. A look around the league. A look around the league.
Alrighty, a look around the league. We're looking around the league. Shout out to Hoagie, man. He says that's stuck in his head like for like 2 or 3 days after he's listening to the podcast. And I can't disagree with him. It's definitely there for me as well. One thing that was funny was playing with Sean, man, Dan, and just whoever's usually filling in because Caustic's too busy counting his gold doubloons in his vault. But usually the three of us are getting together and trying to play like when we can. We were playing around and we were... I don't even know how it came up, but we're talking about mukbangs. And for anyone who doesn't know what a mukbang is, it's like these people that just sit there and just eat like insane amounts of food on YouTube. And like they don't even critique it. They just sit there and eat it. And it's weird. And I saw like a short or a reel or something like that. And it was like these two like super thin, like they kind of look like high school age kids. And it was like a guy and a girl, thin as a rail. Then they're sitting there, they're like at a restaurant, they start by ordering like one of everything on the menu, and it's like, oh, that's kind of funny, like, look at these super thin kids trying to eat. But you fast forward like 2 years, man, they're both like 400 pounds, they're on like a shark scale, like, like instead of like a dual, like, nice, like, wooden porch swing, they're both just swinging from like a shark wave. But, yeah, so like we were talking about that. And then Sean's like, well, you know who I like? He's like, I like that heavyset Arabic guy that like shakes his belly when he goes up to like get food. Or like now they've transitioned to him like where he gets like really upset about like how like, oh, here's a chicken slider. And he's like, aw, now I'm going to be really upset about it. And then they come out and there's like ostrich sliders and like 12 of them. And they're like the biggest sandwiches ever, and he's like, oh, just starts shaking his belly, and the song's like, skibbity bitty 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 yeah, skibbity bitty bitty. You gotta see it. It's hilarious. I'm definitely not doing either of those videos justice, but if you have seen them, you'll understand why Sean and I had a good laugh about that. As guy gets upset that he's offered like a 3/4 pound burger, and then like comes back with a cow on a shovel, and that's what gets his belly moving. I don't know, man. Just pure craziness. Yeah, the other thing that there were two things that happened on stream this week on Tuesday night. I was fortunate enough to join the boys and hop on stream. And I'll get through the quick one, and then I'll get a little more in depth on the next one. But there was a score. Someone was winning 7-6, and Hoagie had been pretty quiet. Like it was a pretty like dominant voice throughout the stream, and like he just for whatever reason couldn't find a spot to get in. And so we're talking scores, and someone says 7-6, and all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, you just hear Hoagie's voice pipe up, and he goes, is it 7-6 or would it be 6-7? And there was like nothing for a second, and Dan goes, there he is, Hoagie. Fucking clutch comment. And I don't know I don't know why, how, or anything, but I'll post the clip in the in the Between the Whistles tab. I fucking lost my mind. You can hear like like, you know how people have like different laughs, like if something's funny, like, oh, and then there's those other ones that are just involuntary, and it's like deep down to your core, like that's your laugh, like, and you know you can't control any part of it. That's the that's the laugh that came out of me, and holy shit, I've been pissing myself. I like listen to it every day, man. I laugh so hard about it. It's so nonsensical. It was so quick, it was fluid, it was organic, and yeah, man, that one tickled me pretty good. It was just, oh god, yeah, it's good to get the laugh out first, because the next thing I'm going to talk about, and this is all going to be said with love, I cannot stress this enough, this is all love. We had a bit of a rough go on Tuesday night. It was the first time we had myself, Dan, Hoagie, and Disaster together to kind of go on. And I think there were a couple points where like we were like, oh, take it away, Disaster. And I think that like what happened was I think he took that as just like, run with it. You got the baton. You toss it to us when you want like relief or you want to bring someone in or something. That's my guess as to what happened. It was just a little tough. We all kind of kept trying to get pieces in, and I'd talk over Dan. Dan would talk over me. I'd talk over Disaster. Hoagie would talk over me. Disaster would talk over me. Like, it was just, we couldn't find our footing, and it's such a testament to what Sean can do, because his timing, his pacing, and be a superhero couldn't be a bigger perfect color analyst, because he has the stats. He knows how to let a movement breathe, like a moment. He knows when he can add something and when he can't. And it's such a fine art. And even myself, like, I feel like I'm getting better at it, but I'm definitely not like anywhere near those guys. And same thing with Disaster. He's so young, enthusiastic. He's way into it. I love it. Like, the energy's so fucking on point and top notch. So I felt bad. Like, this is the part that I hate with everything, because like, I sent him a message and I'm like, hey dude, please don't think I'm harping on you or anything like that, but here's a couple like pointers and things of that nature for like, you know, trying to kind of find your moments. And I clipped a couple of things and sent them to him, and dude, like, big ups to him, because he took it in stride. He was like, thanks dude, I totally get it, I can hear it, I'm with you guys. And that was our biggest fear, because with someone that enthusiastic and willing to learn and wanting to put in the effort and stuff, the last thing I wanted to do was be like, hey dude, here's a little bit of constructive criticism, which hopefully you're not going to take as a negative, but you can take as constructive and kind of build off it. And I really think he did. And I'm really looking forward to see how he puts that feedback into play the next time he's on stream. I know Sean reached out as well, so like, and it's nothing but love. It's all positive, and it's for the betterment of the league. So if we can get that timing down, dude, it's gonna be perfect, because he's got that fire and that energy, and it's great. And then Friday night we're playing Breedsy, Wax, myself, and Joe D. We're getting little chem games in. Gotta get them chems going. But we were playing. Breedsy's like, he's like, look at these dorks, man. Freaking tryhards in July. He's like, this is ridiculous. Fucking bums. Because they were like LTing around, just snapshotting at will. Pardon me. And it was a sweat fest. They were gross. He's like, yeah, trying so hard. July's like, yeah, you guys are losers, whatever, dorks. So then the next game, we all just messed around and went to pre-builds, and like, we beat the bag out of whoever we played, and all I could picture was the other side of it, and they're like, oh yeah, look at these dorks, dude. Okay, yeah, alright, pre-builds, whatever, fucking nerds, get a life, you loser. But then like, accidentally, I left the voice chat, so like, I pretended like I could hear him in the lobby, and I'm like, hey, I'm 44 years old, you can't say that. I have kids, I have dogs, I have chickens, I have bills, I have electricity to worry about, I have a job. You cannot say that to me. I can do whatever I want. I'm an adult, and you have to go to school after Labor Day. Fuck you. And that's just, yeah. I thought it was fair. But but then I we were talking about our kids and stuff, and I was like, yeah, man, my daughter is so incredibly sharp, man. She's got such a sharp mind. I said I she can get a free ride at the college that I work at if she passes her entry exam. I'd be so pumped. I really, really hope that could happen. I think that'd be kind of cool. And then he goes, he's like, yeah, man, I have kids, and they have sharp knives. You know why? And I was like, why? And then he just went dark, and it was like, you couldn't hear anything. And I was like, dude, we didn't hear you. And he's like, oh, I said that my kids have sharp knives. You know why? And then there was nothing again, and it happened like 4 times, and I'm like, all I could picture was like Discord like has everything on like a 10-second delay, and they like heard whatever he was gonna say, and they were like, no, cut it, cut it. Like, they come over the voice, like the voice of God in like an escape room. They're like, sir, we're muting you. It's unacceptable. We can hear what you're saying. We don't like it. Not happening. But he finally came back and he's like, yeah, dude, my kids have sharp knives because they like to stab people. And I was like, the fuck are you talking about, dude? I'm like, do you even have kids? He's like, no. I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, no, I was saying they have sharp knives because you said your daughter has a sharp mind, right? And I was like, bro, like, you'd have to have a layover at O'Hare in Chicago because of how long that joke took to land. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. He loved it, but we didn't. No one else loved it, to say the least. But we had a big birthday week this week. We had Wax's birthday. We had Backblast Stan's birthday. So we were talking about some of our favorite cakes and things of that nature. And we all were in agreement, man. Dairy Queen, hands down, the best ice cream cakes ever made. They have the ice cream on the bottom. And you know how they do those cookie crumbles in the middle? Well, they double them. And then they put like this layer of like thick fudge sauce over it, and then they put on that top part, and man, it is the bomb. If you have not had it, you have to go get it. Next time someone's birthday comes up, Dairy Queen, new sponsor, hopefully get an ice cream cake, whether they're a sponsor or not. KXK, shop.com, V.V.H.L 15, they are a sponsor, but they don't make delicious ice cream cakes. They make tasty jerseys with some sick graphics, though. And there's a support channel in the chat, so take a look at that. All right, and that's going to do it for Around the League, and we are going on to the next one.
Today we salute you, Unsung Hero of the Week. The grinder, the glue guy, the one who never gets the headlines, but always shows up. This one's for you. Unsung Heroes of the Week.
Unsung Heroes of the Week, yeah. Okay, so the first Unsung Hero of the Week is gonna come from me. And I am nominating Jam Max 16. On Monday, I had to go do a side job for my buddy's sister-in-law. She was coming. She left the hospital she was staying at. She has cancer, and she was coming home on hospice to kind of live out the rest of her days, which is incredibly sad. My heart goes out to them. And while I was working in there, I realized that I had known who this woman is. She used to do like all this stuff for baseball when I coached Little League and stuff. Absolute sweetest person ever. And it was tough, man. It was uncomfortable working in there. She wasn't supposed to be in the house yet, and she was. So like, I was working like face to face with her, and it was really tough. I just felt so bad because they're just such great people. So yeah, I mean, it was tough. It was tough, and I was like, man, screw it. I'm right down the street from this place. I'm gonna go grab a beer. So I did. I just went to go get a beer at like Treehouse Brewing, which we talk about in the chats a lot. And dude, like, yeah, I'm just sitting there, just having a beer, just kind of doing my thing, chilling out, no big deal. And all of a sudden, I feel this presence over me, and I look up, and it's Jam Max 16, man. That dude was like, hey, man, you're not gonna be here sitting alone. Like, I wanted to come and just like chill. I don't care if it's like 5 minutes. I don't care if it's 50 minutes. Like, just want to make sure you were good. I was like, oh, brother, I'm good. I just needed to kind of like recalibrate before I went home because I was like kind of rattled by it. It was like a whole thing. So, but it meant the world, man. Like, Jam Mac, as much as he jokes around about being negative and stuff in the chats, he's literally one of the sweetest dudes, man. Great guy, heart of gold, and yeah, he's the man. So that was really cool. I really appreciated that, Jam Max. Thank you. Moving on, we got a letter in here. It says, shout out to Caustic. The guy did things this week, even stepping up to play defense. I'm appreciative that he showed me the V.V.H.L and how awesome it is. I'm looking forward to getting back on the ice with them, but this time in threes, because normally we play sixes together. Him and I are ready to put on a performance this season and bring the cup back to South Beach, and yes, you can mention my name, I don't mind, which is from Exotic Was. And I'll tell you, thanks, Wasp, man. Yeah, Caustic playing defense is not usually on my bingo card for 2026. No, like, he's just such a skilled forward, and I know he wanted to dabble in net and stuff. And that's big of an owner to go do his thing and make sure that everyone else is comfortable and kind of go out of his comfort zone and play some defense. So yeah, absolutely, big ups to Caustic. And Was, if you don't mind writing in for next week, how many thousands of dollars did he pay you out of his whatever loose change he had in his cup holder in his Escalade? Have you write in and say that? I kid, of course. Caustic's only incredibly rich. He's not filthy rich. But we got another letter. It says it's a little bit late, but Swoley Mammoth, Backblast Dan, Outcast Avenger for everything those gents did for us at the VV weekend on the river. And man, that was something that I would have loved to go to. It's just so tough. I'm always incredibly busy. I know those boys and girls had a great time. Family members there, sausages were eaten, hot tubs were soaked in, squirrels were throwing rocks at. I don't know. I don't even know what those guys did. Like, I was I was playing video games and there's no photographic evidence. I think they had like this big like bulletproof like safe that they made everyone put their phones in. But yeah, shout out to those boys. Hopefully they do some sort of adventure like that again, and hopefully it's something that I can meet up with them at. But if not, it's all good. And yeah, let's go take a look over here at the Mental Health Minute.
Mental Health Minute. Take a breath, hydrate. Maybe don't send that message yet.
Alrighty, yeah, maybe don't send that message. I know that's like a tagline here, but again, to follow up on sending the message, my buddy Brian, B Smalls, CM Smalls, if you will. We've had a bit of a dialogue now. So this, again, this podcast has really helped. I think I've told you guys, I treat this thing like a journal. So like, it's really cool because if there's things going on in my life and I'm like having a hard time working through it, I've so had a better time by like speaking the words into like a microphone in my closet and having Dan edit and stuff. It's been helping me a ton. So yeah, and like this, like trying to mend this fence. You know, him and I traded emails back and forth. We kind of chatted a little bit, and like he was bringing up some stuff from like 2011, and you know, normally like someone would be like, what, 2011, man? It's like 15 years ago. Like, what's the problem? But I totally get it, and I totally got it because I could tell you certain conversations that I had in 4th grade when I was 4 years old, stuff that I remember like vividly. It's like never left me. And it was like really inconsequential stuff, like a conversation I'm having in line to play kickball at like the Herald School in Woburn, Massachusetts, like just stupid shit. And for some reason those conversations always replay in my head, and so I get where stuff from like 2011 could be upsetting to him and all that. But yeah, I wish I could like do a study to figure out like what causes you to remember like events like that, and like just so non-consequential like or inconsequential like facts and like things like that. Like, why can't I remember like cool stuff like how to make $1 million in 4 months? Like, someone had to have told me that once, and it went in one ear and right out the other. But no, myself and I'm not gonna name him, but like me and this kid talking about like a kid that just like stomped on my like McDonald's plastic lunchbox. Like, why am I remembering that? There's like way other cooler stuff to remember, but whatever, I digress. So we've had a dialogue going. He made a very funny joke about like his wife was getting a very sweet tattoo this weekend. And I was like, what's she getting, a gargoyle on her throat? And like he made a joke back and we were laughing and stuff. So like there's been a lot of progress, which is super awesome because he's such a great dude. But yeah, I don't know. And then I was, boy, talking about egg on your face on this one. I was driving home from umpiring I was checking Discord on my phone. It's such a bad habit. I gotta stop doing it. It's like I'm really trying my absolute hardest to not, but I just couldn't help myself. And I checked. I started to drift towards the breakdown lane. I was always in the first lane. I was going speed limit. I'm like, breakdown lane shut down from like travel. It's open from like 2 to 6. So this dude lays on the horn, and I was like, I like looked up, and he's like, hey, what the fuck? Like hands in the air, like all this stuff. And I was like, I like tapped my wrist, and I was like pointing at him. I'm like, you can't be there. And he like starts pointing back. He's like, yes, I can be here. So I rolled down my window. I'm like, bro, that thing's open from 2 to 6. What are you doing? And keep in mind, we're both going like 70 miles an hour here. And he goes, no, it's not, dummy. It's open from 3 to 7, and it's 6:38. And I was like, and no sooner did he say that did I look up and I saw the sign, and I pointed out. I was like, oh shit. I was like, fuck, dude, my bad. Oh shit, dude, my bad. He's like, no, fuck you, man. I was like, no, I'm apologizing, dude. That was my bad. I fucked up. I'm sorry. He's like, you what? And I was like, I don't know anymore. And I just like, I have this button on my truck called the ECT. It's like electronically controlled transmission or something. It'll blast through the gears. So I did that, shot it up to 95 miles an hour and just weaved in and out a couple people. And I looked, and he's following me. I'm like, for fuck's sakes, man. Like, this is not what I want. I'm like, I'm already humiliated that I was wrong, because I'm almost never wrong. But yes, he catches up to me. Then he tried to like cut me off, but he just missed it because a car switched lanes. So then he zipped around, went way ahead of me, and I dialed it back and went 60 miles an hour. I'm like, yo, this guy can go do whatever he wants. And he jumps in the lane next to me and starts waving me up out of his driver's. I was like, oh, I wonder if he wants to say something to me. So I gassed up and I went up next to him, but he had to get off at the next exit. So he just kind of stared at me, and I just like gave him like the beauty pageant, like hand twisty wave thing. And then he was off and running. But ultimately I felt bad. I kind of fucked up like multiple times there, because I shouldn't have been checking my phone while I was driving. I definitely shouldn't have drifted in his lane. I should have remembered that thing's open 3 to 7 and not 2 to 6, because I'm a dummy. And then I shouldn't have like, I don't know. I should have just gotten away from him. I was trying to have a conversation with him and plead my case on how stupid I was, but that's what happens. And the last thing that I want to do with the mental health minute here, it actually came into play this week. Not for me. It's something that used to happen to me. Long story short, used to play with my buddies from work consistently. Like, whenever they'd get on, we'd all get on. And then I got kind of sick and tired of waiting for them to be on. So I was like, I'd like to play more. I'm going to join leagues. And I kind of have and stuff. And, you know, initially joining leagues, like if this is your first league and you're getting upset about like LFGs and potentially being overlooked and things of that nature, it's totally normal to feel that way. I've felt that way before. I totally get it. It's like you feel left out. You feel like got skipped over, whatever. I promise you it's not intentional if it happens here. It's really not. I'll play with everybody, anybody, doesn't matter to me. But I used to get like really tilted if I wasn't getting picked in an LFG. Or if I like set up games with some people and they're like, oh dude, we're gonna go do chem games now instead. I'm like, yeah man, it's cool. Like, go do you. It's all good. I'll go play pubs, man. I'll go play MLB. I can go check the other servers I'm in. Whatever. So like, it doesn't bother me that much anymore. And actually, after the Sixers draft night, I thought we were gonna play with like the admin team and like all them and stuff, and like Hoagie, like everyone that was on the draft. And then those dudes left to like go get some chem games in, and like they felt bad, and I'm like, you don't feel bad, man. It's all good. I ended up playing with my team, so it was all good. Like, and if they didn't, I was only gonna play one. I was just gonna do a drop in and just be done for the night, because like I just, you know, I like to get a game in before I go to bed. So yeah, then like the next day, like I woke up and Hoagie's like, hey man, really sorry about last night. I'm like, why? What happened last night? I'm like, the hell happened last night? What did I miss? But he's like, oh, with the chem game. I'm like, brother, don't even worry about it. I was like, I actually planned on bringing this up on the podcast before that even happened. And he's like, oh no, now I really do. I'm like, no, this is actually good. Like, like I said, it even happens to me still, but like the reactions are not the same as they were a couple years ago for me when I was first joining the league and stuff. So if you're one of those people that's feeling kind of overlooked and things of that nature, as far as like LFGs go, you got to understand it's not intentional. And if it is intentional, it's because there's like some sort of a serious issue, but I've really never seen it. So yeah, try not to take too much offense to that. It's not intentional, so whatever. And now we're gonna go to Ask the Commish.
Ask the Commish! 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 Ask the Commish!
All right, we got one question that came in from an anonymous source, but it ties in with a couple things that happened this week. It says, how do you handle outside offenses in other servers? So meaning like a V.V.H.L member in another server. We actually talked about this a couple weeks ago with a few people that had the V.V.H.L server tag. The I'm from the V.V.H.L, go fuck your mother t-shirt should be coming out this week. I'm very excited about those, but no, that was that episode. And the kind of issues that we've had was someone put in a ticket about someone in the league kind of saying something that really wouldn't fall in line with what we want here. You know, we're strong with our league value statement. We value it. We adhere to it. It's black and white. It's just completely unbiased, and we use that as our barometer here. So while what was said by that person wasn't V.V.H.L, approved, it wasn't said in the V.V.H.L. So, it's a fine line when people put in tickets like that. I also personally didn't think it might have been the worst thing that I've seen. So it's just tough. We're not here to police other servers unless it's like a death threat or, like a really, really bad slur or something like that, but whatever. Not that all slurs are really bad. I don't know. They really don't have grades to them, I don't think, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it's tough to kind of police that stuff, but I appreciate the shit out of the people that are sending that stuff in because it means they value what they have here. So please continue that up. To my multiple moles in everyone's servers. But yeah, no, to get, so that's the bottom line, though. Yeah, it may not be a bad thing, but we'd rather hear about it and know that people are on the lookout and kind of making sure the integrity of the league is being held in its highest regard. So it is nice that we do have, moles out there that report back things of that nature when they arise. So with that, there was another issue that came up. This one was actually in-house. Allegedly, there was a trade in agreement, in principle on. It was just a matter of dotting I's, crossing T's. Apparently, a team got the guy in a lobby, and after they were in the lobby, they kind of said, "This isn't a fit for us, so we're gonna back out of the trade." That's a tricky one to tackle because this is probably the closest, it's definitely a top 3 closest of riding the trading in good faith / tampering / integrity of the league thing. It is tricky. The player wasn't told outwardly that they were going to be playing for them. They just said, hey, you want to get a game in? Said nothing about a trade or anything like that, but it's got everyone's ears up. We're kind of discussing as an admin team. It's been a crazy weekend. We haven't finished discussing it. I get the side of it of the team that tried to play with him, because why wouldn't you? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that sits with me. I gotta I guess I still haven't fully digested it because it came through when we're doing the Night of the Sixes draft. Then we got this crazy weekend, man. It's been wild. So we'll probably get back down to brass tacks about it. But I really gotta keep typing it out and really digest it and sleep on it and kind of figure out what to do there, because that one's like a tricky one. Is it due diligence or is it tampering? I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what tomorrow brings on Monday when we think about it. And everyone listens to this podcast and just DMs me their thoughts on it. And then I'll use that as an example and be like, well, everyone that listens to the podcast thinks that should burn them both at the stake for bothering you on a Friday night. I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, that's a cool idea. Yeah, I like the people that respect me not getting bothered, but unlike Aquino, Zayner, and Manglewood, who had to FaceTime me by accident. So, of course, they got their little face reveal in their little Snapchat group pictures of me that they can put a scrub daddy over and make me sing show tunes. I don't whatever. All right, let's take this thing home with the Mount Rushmore.
4 faces, 0 agreement. The Mount Rushmore of the V.V.H.L.
Yes, the Mount Rushmore, and I ran out of a hockey topic that I wanted to do, so I said, you know what? Let's talk about some French fried potatoes. And I put out a thing this week. Someone wrote in. They go, my Mount Rushmore of French fries is McDonald's, Checkers, which is AKA Rallies. They were dual chain, so badass, and I love them. Their fries hot are amazing. Wendy's, and then Nathan's. I was actually, and I do like that list. If I may, I would probably do Checkers is the GOAT. That's one for sure. I would put KFC's fries up there. I would put McDonald's fries and probably Burger King's. But my intention of this was actually the style of French fries. So for me, my Mount Rushmore of French fries, number 1 with a bullet, seasoned curlies. You cannot beat uncoiling those spirals and playing with them and then rolling it in ketchup. That shit was the bomb. It's still the bomb. I still do it to this day. My wife's like, oh, hey, the kids need fries. I'm like, the kids need seasoned curlies. And she's like, no, they don't. But they do. My son loves them. My daughter likes them too. So, yeah, shout out to me for getting that shit right. Second up, I got waffle fries, seasoned or regular. And I just want to put man, because Rallies and Checkers makes those too, and I buy those frozen in the store. So that might be an all-in-one. We're going waffle fries, seasoned regulars, #///semicolon Rallies straight seasoned fries. They're bomb. Number 3, Crispy Crowns, baby. Ore-Ida, Crispy Crowns. You get that little crispiness on them. You're dipping those in ketchup. You're dipping them in ranch, baby. You're dipping them in barbecue sauce. Mix all 3. The rules don't exist when it comes to Crispy Crowns because you're the king, you're the GOAT, and you're on the Mount Rushmore of French fries. Shout out to Ore-Ida, cutting up taters since 1881. And then last but not least for me is a barbecue restaurant's straight cut, hand cut French fries. They put the barbecue rub on them. They toss them in the smoker. They're tossing them in the seasoning when they come out with the grease on them. Dude, incredible. If you haven't gone to a true Texas type barbecue joint and had their French fries, you have to do it. The rub on them, the seasoning, it's on point, man. They almost look burned, but they taste perfect. And yeah, that's it, man. Seasoned curlies, waffle fries / Rallies fries, Crispy Crowns, barbecue restaurant hand-cut fries. That's it for me. Hope you all have a great week. VV6L's kicking off. We'll talk about the draft another time. I've yapped enough for today. Daddy's tired. Everyone have a great week. Good luck in your games. We'll catch you on Livewire. Hit him with the outro, Dan. See ya.
Oh my God.